We're back. We're
We
here. We're excited.
Yeah.
Ready to learn or talk about a new verse that we've been given. And
Yes.
Yeah. So let's get started.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, today we're in John.
Okay.
So we are in John chapter 9, and we're reading verses 35 through 41.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus heard that they had cast him out, and having found him, he said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" He answered, "And who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said to him, "You have seen him, and it is he who is speaking to you." He said, "Lord, I believe." And he worshipped him. Jesus said, "For judgment I came into this world, that those who do not see may see, and those who see may become blind." Some of the Pharisees near him heard these things, and said to him, "Are we also blind?" Jesus said to them, "If you were blind, you would have no guilt. But now that you say we see, your guilt remains."
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think it finally clicked too. The Amazing Grace, How Sweet the Sound. I once was blind, but now I see. This is
I
where
know,
they got it from.
I know. That's happened to me several times. In fact, I think our next one might do the same thing, or maybe it was another spot on here.
Probably.
But you know what? I think, the beginning of our verse is like in the middle of the story.
Yes.
So I kind of thought we ought to talk about the beginning of the story.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
yes.
There was a blind man that was, begging day in, day out. I can't remember if he
Well,
was the one that was,
Oh, I was just going to say he was blind from birth. That's important to know.
That's what I was like. I can't remember. Was it
from birth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's important to know.
Yeah, so nothing caused him to be blind.
No, and that was a discussion. Yeah.
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 And that was a whole discussion of, who sinned that you are blind now? It's
know.
Or is it your father's sin and your mother's sin, whatever.
Well, this is the interesting spot. If we kind of start at the beginning and say, okay, he was blind, he had never seen before.
Yeah.
Jesus saw him,
Yeah.
and healed him.
Yeah.
I think did he use clay on this one or no? I thought he did.
No.
I was thinking. Okay, so he healed him because there was one that he put the clay on his eyes, and I think did it say that? I think it does say that in the very beginning of this. Talks about clay, but you can take a look while we're doing this. But this is the point: is that he did it on the Sabbath. That was a no-no. That was a rule, right?
Yes.
And you don't do anything.
Yes.
On the Sabbath.
Yeah.
And the Sabbath goes from dusk on, it kind of works this way, dusk on Friday night to dusk on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So you do nothing. You do not cook. You do not, your animals don't, your servants don't. It's like Yeah,
there's a lot of rules to that.
Yeah. So that was the first thing that the Pharisees decided to jump on. Number one. Who is this? That would, who?
Yeah. So this was the one that he did the clay with.
That he did the clay with.
He spit into it and made mud.
Yeah. Did he spit on it? Did he spit on it? Okay. Yes. I couldn't remember if that was the exact one. I knew it was clay, but I couldn't remember if there was spit involved.
Yes. Yes, there was.
But there was involved, and I guess it doesn't matter if you're blind and never saw.
Right.
And now that you say that, when we get kind of towards the end of this, I want to share something I listened to. And when you said clay, made me think again about something. Okay.
Cool.
So, but Jesus healed on the Sabbath. They said the gentleman said he was a prophet. Mm-hmm. One of the things that Jewish people, if they claimed Jesus was who he said he was, they were removed from the synagogue.
Yes.
And that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Because that was their faith. That was their, they believed in God. They believed there was a Messiah coming, but for whatever reason they could not
just thought he was blaspheming.
Yes, they thought that he was not who he was.
Yeah.
And if you did think that in your heart, that they would just remove you because you were no longer, welcome into the synagogue. And I think, again, we said this in other verses that we talked about, is they would lose their leadership. They felt like they would lose the leadership, their value, their status, all of that if Jesus was truly who he said he was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Their control. I don't think power, control, all that stuff. Yeah. That would just all these other extra rules that they made.
Yeah.
Would be like, oh, well, then I guess
we don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
And so we don't need to control it anymore.
Yeah. We don't get that money. We
that's
don't get
right.
that luxury.
That's right. And then on top of that, they decided, well, we'll call in the parents and see, because they are saying that he's a sinner because, did he sin?
Yes. Yeah.
Did his parents sin? Why was he blind?
Why is he blind? Yeah.
And sometimes, you think about that. Why is a child sick? Yeah. Why does someone suffer for so long?
Yeah.
We don't know, but God has I won't say a plan in that, but he has a purpose. Maybe is that the right word? I don't know.
Well, I mean, he works in all things together for the good of those who love him.
Love him.
And one of your favorite verses in 1st or 2nd Corinthians. Oh man, that one.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily God is able to use that child who is sick for another child that is sick and has come through it and has relied on God.
Yes.
So I can think of one example that's in our church that she had, problems when she was younger and believed in God throughout all of it and was able to talk to other kids that are going through it and give them hope.
Yeah.
And so it's not necessarily that, God doesn't cause these things to happen, but
no, because humanity is fallen.
Mm-hmm.
We are sinners, we're born sinners,
Yep.
born into sin.
Yep.
You don't tell a baby, you don't teach a baby to say no.
Yes, they already
they already have that in there.
Yes.
And you don't teach them to disobey or to want something and then pitch a fit because they don't get it. You don't teach them those things. That is in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so now they bring the parents in, okay, did you sin? Did he sin? What, what's the deal?
Yeah.
And of course they have to be very careful, just like he was careful to say he thought he was a prophet, because probably at that moment in time, that's what he thought.
Oh, of course.
Because prophets could heal.
Yeah, and they're messengers from God.
From God.
So.
Yeah, and so here the parents are, hey, he's old enough, just ask him.
Yeah.
Because they referred to him as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was old enough to answer for himself.
Yes.
Yeah. So guess what they did?
Yeah.
Kicked him out of the synagogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kicked him out of the synagogue.
Yeah.
So,
so where we are at in the verses that we're looking at today is when Jesus was able to find him.
Yeah.
And he had found out that he was kicked out, so he went and found him and talked to him. And basically, he reconfirmed, what, he's like, okay, who do you say that I am?
Yeah.
And, and confirmed without fully confirming like he does, you
yeah.
know? And,
because he goes, didn't he say something like, what was it he said? How did he say that?
It's the one who is speaking to you?
He's the one who's speaking to you. He's the one who you see and the one who is speaking, right? Isn't that what he said? The one you see. And see, it's interesting, he wanted to put in there the one that you see.
Yes.
Because he healed him.
On the sea.
On the sight.
Yes.
Yeah. I was blind and now I see.
Yeah.
Our song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even going back to, this isn't the first time that any of this has happened in the timeline of things. Back in John 5 is the pool of Bethesda.
Oh, yeah.
And that man was sitting by the pool, years, lame from birth.
Yeah.
Years sitting there and hoping to get into the pool and have healing waters just heal his legs up, and he was never able to get there. Yeah. And so Jesus walked in, of course, on the Sabbath, and he's like, hey, get up and walk.
Yeah.
And he's like, your faith has healed you. And, of course, some Pharisees sees it, reports back, and then they, get into it.
Yes.
At that point of, hey, you should not be doing miracles on the Sabbath. There's no work. But it's like, why are you going to neglect someone who needs healing?
Yes.
For the rule of no work on the Sabbath.
On the Sabbath, yeah.
Yeah.
My grandmother used this verse, and I need to find it, and I don't have it. Maybe we can find it. But, my dad worked a lot. I mean, really hard hours. He worked 7 days a week, daylight to sundown, and he was a hard worker. And one of the things, when he wouldn't come with us to see them in Tampa, my grandmother, she would say, oh, well, the ox is in the ditch.
Oh.
And
Yes.
the ox is in the ditch.
Yes.
And somewhat that was true, but the ox is not always in the ditch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But that's kind of there are moments and times that that was a moment in time. Jesus walked in and did you have some other verses that you wanted to share, or was that the one that John?
No, I mean that was John 5 was really the one going back to it, but also just like within the whole dialogue of chapter 9.
Yeah.
The blind man confesses Jesus as the prophet, like we
That's
said.
Right.
Saying that he's master and I'm his disciple.
Mm.
That he's from God and the Son of God.
Yeah.
That he's who he trusts and who he worships.
Yeah.
In those last three being in the verses that we read.
Yeah. And I love that he believed and then he worshipped.
Yeah. Yes.
It wasn't that he believed and walked away. He worshipped.
Yeah.
He worshipped.
There was an action after believing.
Yeah. And one of the things is, he talked about he came into the world for judgment, and I said it, and it's like he came in the world not to judge, but to take on judgment. Mm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he took sin on himself. He took everybody else didn't deserve, all of us, past, present, and future. Yeah. All of us deserve nothing. We don't deserve heaven.
We deserve the death.
We deserve death. And but he took on the judgment that we would receive for sin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something else that that can match along with that, go along with that, was that Jesus was here and he's now like making that line defined between those Pharisees that think they're doing good, and sure they are, but are they good in their heart?
Right.
Versus
where
like,
does
the
it?
true
Yeah,
believers.
Where is it? Because he knows the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. So
the heart.
I think both of those things, like Jesus has come to obviously be the example and take on the judgment, and like make sure that we know, okay, who should we be like? We should be like Jesus.
Right.
We shouldn't be like the Pharisees, just doing everything for show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got a nugget.
Yes.
Sometimes I like to listen to a pastor talk about whatever the verse might be, or the story might be.
Yeah.
And so I just usually do just a quick search on, what is that? Anyway, what do we save our YouTube. And so I did a quick search, and this gentleman came up, and I think it was Kelly Anderson, Reverend Kelly. Anyway, there was a small clip, and he was like, "Ooh, I get excited about this." And it is exciting because now when you said something, it connected it to me.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so he was blind from birth, right?
Yeah.
So Jesus did not restore his sight.
Oh.
He created his sight.
Okay, I see where you're going.
See how I'm going with that?
Yes.
And then you talked about he spit on the clay to make and put it on his eyes.
Yeah.
Gives me, I mean.
Yeah, that's
he
so cool.
created Adam.
Yeah.
From the dust of the earth.
Yeah. That's super cool.
That's super cool.
I always wonder. Okay, obviously, you're a little kid and you're like, why did you
spit on it?
Like, now that makes sense because that
was his life. That was life.
Yeah.
That was his life coming out of him into the dirt. Huh. That he also created, just like they created Adam from the dirt. From the dust. And so
he never had his sight until Jesus gave it to him.
Created it. Huh. And so had I not listened to that, I wouldn't have had that wonderful nugget. Yeah. And had we not said clay, and then all of a sudden this bell starts ringing in my head.
Yes.
So isn't that the coolest thing?
That's really cool.
It is really cool. I love it. So that was really cool. So Reverend Anderson, I know you won't watch this, but I was excited, and I was excited that all kind of came. He didn't talk about the clay. Oh. No, he just talked about created something. He did not have to restore it.
Yeah.
He did not have to restore.
Yeah.
He created.
Yeah.
So.
That's super cool.
That's super cool. Yep.
Sorry, I don't. I don't know how else to say it. It's
I
just
know.
like,
It's just, yeah, there's just, it's a wow.
yeah.
I know, it's a wow. It's an it's an
Yeah.
aha. It's just a neat thing. So anyway, take that away, because I think that we have to recognize the authority that Jesus had.
Yeah.
Because he was the authority in a sense, yes.
Yes.
The triune.
Yes. Well, I mean, we're told that he creates a new heart within us.
I know.
So it's not necessarily the restoration, you know, it is, he's restoring how we should be back to the way he created us, but he creates a new heart for us.
Yeah, yeah. And that's going to make us think about create, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not going to let us not get past the word create again.
No.
I don't think. Yeah. So anyway,
right,
cool verse.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Any questions, or you want to throw a verse out there to us? We'd love to do that.
Please do.
And so I guess it's time's up.
Goodbye.
See you later.